everyone. Welcome to this week's episode of Chiquis and Chill. Thank you so much for taking the time to listen. Thank you for loving my podcast. I get a lot of great comments, you guys. I just had a few shows this weekend and a lot of people were like, I listened to your podcast. Thank you so much. It's such an inspiration. And that makes me happy because that's all I ever want to do, you guys, is in some way be an inspiration and make you guys feel empowered. And if I can prevent you from making mistakes like I've made, that is what this podcast and my whole life, my singing, my books, everything that I do, that is like my main focus. Well, this is going to be an episode where it's just you and I again, me, the mic, and you. So what I want to talk to you guys about today is something that has been on my heart for about a week now. It's been in my prayer and meditation time. And I spoke to a few people about it. I'm like, what do you think? I kind of want to say this. And some people said, yes, I think you should. I think if you have that in your heart and you want to express it, I think you should. Others said, no, that I shouldn't. But I always do what I want to do. I follow my heart. There's a lot of heart in this episode right now, but that's my truth right now. And I feel like in a way it's going to liberate me. I don't know. Just the whole thing that happened, you guys, with my miscarriage. And I got a lot of love messages, a lot of comments, a lot of DMs from you guys that listen to my podcast. Thank you so much. Again, I don't know where to start. I don't know how I'm even going to start this. I guess I'm just going to dig deep and I'm going to wing this because there's no right or wrong way to say it in reality. This is just something that I wanted to share because my miscarriage put a lot of things into perspective for me. And I just don't feel right keeping something like this in, especially since I've been so honest and upfront with you guys about almost everything in my life. But I want to say it was season 1 or season 2 of Chiquis and Chill. We're now in the 3rd season. I've sprinkled it in here and there in regards to a miscarriage I said I had when I was 19. That wasn't the entire truth. I did not feel comfortable with stating my truth. And now I feel comfortable. Now I feel ready because it was actually, I decided to terminate the pregnancy. I don't know if termination is worse than abortion. I don't know, but I guess I'm still uncomfortable with the vocabulary. Even saying miscarriage is a little weird to me. Like, I had a miscarriage. It's still very weird to me. It feels weird. So anyways, it was my choice at 19 years old. That's when it happened. I said I had a miscarriage. It's a secret I've carried since then. The person that I was with then doesn't even know. I hope it's sad, but I don't have any communication with him, but this is how he's going to find out as well. I told him that it was a miscarriage. I went by myself. I was 19 years old. I was very afraid of my mom. Not because I just didn't want to disappoint her. I think that's why I was afraid of her. Not because she was going to like kick me out or anything like that. I think it was more of like disappointing her. I always seeked her approval. And definitely at 19 years old, I was not ready. And I guess I just feel like I have to confess it in a way. Because now that I've really experienced a miscarriage, this was my very first miscarriage, I don't feel like it's fair. It's fair to say that, and it doesn't feel right inside of me, especially with everything that the healing journey I've been on for the past few years. It just doesn't feel right. And that's why I wanted to let you guys know, and I apologize if I let anyone down. I apologize if maybe I'll lose some followers or some listeners because I know that that's a very touchy subject. And I have also expressed on my podcast that I am pro-choice. That's just my opinion. That's my belief. I feel that as women, we should have and decide what we do with our bodies. And that's just my opinion. And I respect everyone else's opinion. So I also understand if people will be upset with me. Someone told me, you're like, Chiquis, don't say it. You don't have to. Like, There's even friends that had no idea that are in my life now. And I told them, I said, I just have to say this because I honestly thought about it. I said, oh my gosh, like, is this because I had an abortion before that this happened, and all the reproductive issues that I've had? Is it because of that? I'm not going to lie and say that I didn't think that. But when I was in Albuquerque at the hospital, the doctor there was so amazing. And she told me, because of course you have to give them all of your, your health history. And I did. And I told her, yes. And Emilio already knew this. Him and I, before, I think a week before he asked me to marry him, we had this deep conversation in Las Vegas. We both like sat at a bar and we just told each other everything, stuff that he's gone through and he has done that he's not proud of. And I confessed this. I said, I just want you to know everything about me. And I just feel better since that conversation. So even friends of mine who are really close to me, I never told them. And one of my friends was like, I don't think that you need to tell people this, because you know how people or some people can be with you, especially the media. They're going to talk bad about you. And I'm just like, you know what? At first I was like, yeah, you're right. I'm not going to say anything. But it just didn't, it was bothering me. And that's like my gut feeling, my intuition saying it's okay. The people that love you are going to love you regardless. And maybe you can help other people. And that's what I want to do, is like, I want to help people. And I want to show you guys at the end of the day, like, hey, I'm not perfect. I wasn't entirely honest. Because again, I wasn't ready. But now that I've experienced this, I see the world in a different way. And even to the point where people that I love so much and that I thought were friends, this has made me see people for who they really are. And what part they should play in my life now. It's crazy how so much pain can open your eyes to like a different world, to appreciating life in a different way, which is why I felt it so deep within me to express this and to let you guys know, especially my listeners, like my loyal listeners that listen to my podcast, because I never want to steer you guys in the wrong way in any way. And the only way to change lives is to be completely honest. And I always say that. So this is, I feel like, the only thing that I need to clear up. Other than that, I've been honest about everything. It's just something so personal. And because my mom never knew, she never found out. She didn't even know I was pregnant, you guys, ever. I don't know what I was doing at 19 years old, how I got there. Like, I drove myself. I had to stay there. It was a whole DNC. That did happen. And I only told an aunt, and I said that in my podcast, and I don't know if she ever shared it with anyone, but I was really close to her then. And no, it's not my mom's sister. It's another aunt, one of my uncle's wives that I told. And I don't think she ever said anything. She never told my mom. So I just felt like it's not fair, I guess, in a way. I feel weird. Like, I never thought I was going to say it, to be honest. I never thought I had to, because I always thought about my mom too. I'm like, okay, well, that's not cool. Like, she's not here and she didn't know, but you know what? I'm grown. I'm sure my mom would understand now. I was just young. And I was scared, and I was not ready. And it's something I do think about all the time. And if anything, I want to apologize to that partner, and I won't say his name. But for sure, once he knows my age, and how old I was, he's gonna know but I just don't feel fair. He's happy now, and I'm so happy for him and his wife, and they have 3 beautiful boys, and I just feel like everything happened the way it was supposed to happen. And y nada, I just wanted to get that off my chest, you guys, because it was killing me. I was like, I can't sleep. Like, it was just something that was really like weighing heavy on me because of this whole experience. And I just believe in being fair, and I just feel like it wasn't fair to that pregnancy. You know what I mean? It's weird. I don't even know if I'm making sense, but I just feel like it wasn't fair to the pregnancy I just had or the pregnancy that I had at 19. I'm like, let me just come out in the open and just bring it to light, because now I know more than ever who I am and where I want to go and the impact I want to have in this world, that I'm okay with letting you guys know, hey guys, I'm not perfect. I know a lot of people have probably gone through this and haven't told a soul. And that's okay. I mean, it's up to you if you don't want to tell everyone or put it on a podcast, you know, but for me, I just felt like this is part of my mission, you know, in this world. And especially after this weekend, you guys, I had 3 shows. I went on stage with the worst back pain, you guys, and that's also part of the miscarriage. I didn't know. I've never experienced a back pain like this. I don't even like taking ibuprofen or Tylenol. I'm like, try my best to be very like holistic and you know, take natural things, but I was in so much pain. Like it was insane. But we got through it. And it's crazy because the first show I had for the Amantes tour, I was pregnant. And I didn't know how I was going to feel going on stage. And like, you know what I mean? Like, because the first show I felt so powerful. I felt like invincible. It was this crazy feeling I felt. I just felt like I had this glow about me. And I was afraid that I wasn't going to have that for these shows. And I had a great time at my shows. I did hydrate. Very important. I'm going to get an IV today too, because, you know, got to take care of myself. But I felt very sad in the first show. I cried a little bit when I was singing Si No Tuviera Sido. My eyes got very like watery because of the lyrics and what that song means to me. And like, obviously, like it's a very special song to Emilio as well. But I cried a little bit. And then after that, after the first show, I felt a little bit better. And then the second and third show, the third show was, I think, the hardest physically. But emotionally, I felt pretty good. I felt fine. Again, I think it's because of the faith that I have in God and like in the higher power that helped me heal from this. I don't think I'm completely healed yet from what happened, but I feel better every single day. Physically, I'm still feeling a little weird. I'm not supposed to work out. I think what really messed me up, you guys, was I was feeling fine. And then I got on the bike for 45 minutes. And then after that, the back pain came. And the lady that helps me at the house, you know, she's a Mexican lady. So they know all these like, you know, cosas caseras and like all I feel like the Mexican ladies, the older ladies know everything. So she told me, she's like, you weren't supposed to work out. You have to be careful. Your uterus is still healing, even if you're feeling like better. And I think that's como que decaí. Like I was like, damn, like, and I think that's what started the whole back pain. It's still not 100% gone, but it's getting better. And I have faith it'll get better because in a few days I'm flying out because I have another 2 shows. I just wanted to kind of tell you guys where I'm at and how I'm feeling and let you guys know that I am okay, because a lot of people were worried. They couldn't believe that I was going to go back on tour. I did get a lot of those messages. Like, I think you should cancel. I did get an angry person that was like, oh my God, that's so irresponsible. I can't believe you're going on tour. But I'm fine, you guys. I'm okay. I have a great team around me. I'm taking precaution as well. I'm doing what I got to do. And being on stage makes me happy. Like feeling the love that you guys give me when I'm on stage, y los aplausos, and, you know, all of that makes me feel full and happy. So I'm good. Emilio is also okay. People ask me about that. How is he? He's a lot better. I'm telling you, every day we're understanding more and more. And I just feel like this situation happened because I needed to also see things that I can better within myself and with my surroundings and people around me. It's unfortunate that this had to happen in order for me to like open my eyes and see certain things and I guess accept it, certain things. But I'm always just grateful for every experience, because I feel like through every experience you grow and you mature and you learn. And I'm definitely still seeing little by little what the blessing behind this unfortunate event, because there's always something good that we can pull from sad situations. So I'm still on that journey, and this was part of it. I just wanted to talk to you guys and open up about that, because I didn't want to like feel like I was misleading you guys in any way. And I think it'll also help my healing journey. And yeah, I mean, if there is someone that's watching or listening and maybe doesn't see me the same anymore, I'm okay with that. I completely understand. I am a person that respects everyone's opinion. And I'm sorry if I let you down in any way. But I also want to be loved and completely loved and accepted for who I am. Which is why I felt so comfortable letting Emilio know this, because I want him to love me, flaws and all. And I don't want to have any skeletons in the closet or secrets or pretend to be someone that I'm not, to be loved and to be accepted. So if there are people here that want to unsubscribe or unfollow me on social media, or I'm okay with it, because I also, like I said, I love people for who they are, and that's the only thing I want in my life. I want it to be completely reciprocated. So if anything, I apologize. And the people that have been with me since day one and continue to be with me and will continue to be with me, I love you. And I could just promise you from this day forward that there is nothing else that I feel that I need to say or anything else that I wouldn't be okay with speaking about, to be honest. Like, I am in such a good place in my life where I'm like, I know who I am. I know where I'm going. I know what I want to do in this world. That there's nothing that I wouldn't feel comfortable talking about at this point and just saying, hey, here, this is what I think. These are my beliefs. This is what I've done wrong. Or things that I'm not proud of, or whatever it may be. I don't know. But I just want to say thank you to everyone for listening and for being here with me. And so be it. Whatever happens from here. I mean, que sea lo que Dios quiera. I always say that. Con Dios todo, sin él nada. And I feel good. I feel free. I feel like, there. It's out there. I don't have to hide it. I don't have to, like, you know what I mean? Like, just for the sake of not upsetting certain people. And it's just like, you know what? This is me. And that's all I can give you is me, my real self. And I would just hope that you love me for who I am. Porque todos tenemos cola que nos pisen. So, you guys, again, thank you so much for listening, for being here, for being a part of this family, Chiquis and Chill, for listening to Dear Chiquis as well. I am very grateful, and I appreciate you and you and you and all of you. And I'll catch you on the next episode of Chiquis and Chill. Thank you, guys. This is a production of iHeartRadio and My Cultura Podcast Network. Follow us on Instagram at My Cultura Podcasts and follow me, Chiquis, that's CHIQUIS. For more podcasts from iHeart, visit the iHeartRadio app, Apple Podcasts, or wherever you get your favorite shows.